As Hugo and Amicia wander through the county of Provence, they are constantly on edge, worried about the safety of Beatrice and Lucas, as well as Amicia's head wound from their encounter with Arnaud. Despite their concerns, they try to remain optimistic and reassure each other that everything will be okay. One day, they come across a camp of pilgrims on their way to Rome. A kind woman directs them to their leader, Arnaud, a man who is well versed in the region and offers to help them. Before they can even discuss their options, the Count's army of Provence arrives, searching for Hugo and Amicia, and led by the infamous beast. Arnaud, unwilling to turn over a child, helps them escape, and they flee through the countryside. Unfortunately, they are spotted, and while running, Amicia's head wound is reopened, causing her great pain.
My head. You must leave. Yes. I'm dizzy. Your hand.
You're bleeding again.
Desperate for shelter, they seek refuge in a nearby quarry, hoping to lose their pursuers in the maze of tunnels. As they make their way through the quarry, Hugo stops Amicia and warns her of soldiers ahead, even though she can hear nothing. He tells her that he can sense their presence, he thinks, because of the rats. They carefully navigate through the quarry, avoiding the soldiers and trying to stay out of sight. Finally, they emerge from the quarry into a much more open area. In the distance, they see a large building and decide to make a run for it, hoping to find cover. However, they must cross a large expanse of open ground, crawling with soldiers. They either fight or sneak their way past the soldiers, and finally reach the safety of the building. Inside, Amicia is in severe pain and struggling to keep going. Hugo promises to lead her through the building and help her to safety. Suddenly, rats flood the area, attracted by the noise. Soldiers are drawn to them and Hugo is forced to take the lead, using his ability to control the rats to attack and kill the soldiers. Amicia wakes up and is shocked to see Hugo's new power, which he describes as the rats letting him use them. After defeating the soldiers, they continue on and exit the building. Outside, they find themselves in a large dye works, patrolled by more soldiers. Hugo uses his ability to control the rats to help them make their way through the area and finally reach safety. Their relief is short-lived as they come face to face with the beast. Amicia, using her knowledge of armor and weapons, is able to spot the weak point in his armor and defeat him. But the effort takes a toll on her, and she becomes weak from her head wound. As soldiers close in on Hugo and Amicia, she is unable to help and Hugo is forced to use his ability to control the rats once again. He successfully fights off the soldiers, but loses control of the rats and passes out as they swarm the quarry. Amicia, determined to protect Hugo, carries him to safety and pushes him up onto a ledge. However, she is too weak to pull herself up and sits on the ledge, exhausted. As she waits, someone approaches the ledge beside Hugo, and he looks up at them in fear.
Amicia, come!
I can't!
Please! Amicia, quick!
I can't!
Amicia! Please come! Amicia!
When Amicia awakens, she finds herself leaning against a tree with Hugo at her side. He excitedly tells her that Arnaud, a man they had previously encountered, saved her and has promised to take them to the mysterious island from Hugo's dreams, La Cuna. Despite her reservations about Arnaud's presence, Amicia is unable to argue due to her concussion and passes out again. Over the next 2 days, Arnaud takes care of both Amicia and Hugo as she recovers. When she is feeling better, he explains to her that he is helping them because he is a wanted man and Hugo's ability to control rats can protect him. The group sets off towards the sea, with Hugo growing more and more fond of Arnaud and enjoying his company. Amicia remains more guarded, but is surprised to learn that Arnaud was once a knight in Guyenne. As they journey towards the sea, they must travel through a cave system to reach the smuggler that Arnaud knows. However, The caves are infested with rats, which Hugo is able to control. Amicia leads the group through the rest of the caves, but they are confronted with a rat's nest and Amicia sees an opportunity to leave Arnaud behind. Hugo, however, insists on keeping him with them. As they try to escape, Hugo spots the disease episanguis and they use odorous to free Arnaud. When they are out of options, Arnaud suggests that Amicia shoot his shield with a flaming bolt, which she does, and the light helps them safely navigate through the rest of the cave. Arnaud tells Amicia about the smuggler he plans to bring them to, Sophia, the sea scorpion. Along the way, they encounter a section of the cave with waist-high water, which terrifies Hugo and frustrates Amicia. Arnaud carries Hugo across the water. When they meet Sophia, she agrees to take them to La Cuna, as she owes Arnaud a favor. However, her boat is currently in dry dock, and they must help her break it free. Arnaud, Amicia, and Hugo set off towards the village where the boat is docked while Sophia speaks with her crew. As Hugo and Arnaud explore the boat, Amicia takes the opportunity to rest. However, her rest is interrupted when Sophia arrives and bangs on the door, yelling to be let in. As soon as Amicia opens the door, a soldier bursts through and grabs Sophia, starting to strangle her. Amicia quickly acts to save Sophia's life, stabbing the soldier with his own knife. Sophia is grateful and insists that she now owes Amicia a favor, but Amicia insists that she doesn't. Sophia explains that she is using her own personal code of honor, not what Amicia might believe. Together, Amicia and Arnaud help Sophia free her ship and they set sail for La Cuna.
Amicia, quick! Amicia, we're sailing! We're in the sea! For real! Woohoo! I'm a pirate!
Hey, where are you going, sailor? You all have a death wish in this family or what? It's all right. I've got you.